Okie dokie, boys and girls, it is day 6 of Calisthenics Endurance, and well, today, patience is being rewarded, and patience is almost always rewarded, and we know it's gonna be rewarded, and yet it's so difficult to actually stay patient because guess what? We're training we're training for PRs, we're training for goals, we're training not to stay the same but to improve, and so it's normal to get excited and to want to chase those PRs, but oftentimes that leads to bad things such as injuries, right? Because when you're chasing a PR, you're most likely going to end up trying to take some shortcuts, and that's something that, of course, you want to avoid. The biggest shortcut is to take no shortcuts at all. It's like you're going to try and force it, and then you're going to get some resistance. That's the way it happens, and in the end, you're taking a longer path with more deviations towards your goal. Whether it's like using a knife to cut steak. You can apply a lot of force into the knife and cut your steak, and well, you'll get a bite out of it, right? But there's the corners are not going to be cut nicely, and you're going to be using a lot of force to do it. You're going to spend a lot of energy to do it. While if you let the knife do the work, it goes smoothly. It's cut smoothly, and it's a way well better looking piece, so to speak. You're not tearing your steak apart. If that analogy makes sense, I don't know, but in any case, staying patient is important, and today it's been rewarded for me in the sense that I'm recovered. On Monday, I did an insane chest workout, 1,500 push ups, and I was feeling it, but I didn't want to feel it. I wanted to continue to work out. And so, what I was thinking of doing is just to push through it and do my 5 sets of greasing the groove of push ups every day, no matter what. But then on top of that, a heat wave came, and I started crumbling a little bit. Recovery wasn't going as quickly as expected because it was too hot to sleep and this and that. And so I decided to cut back my volume a little bit, and it's been rewarded. Today I woke up fresh. I woke up being able to resist the heat again. I was like, make it hotter. I don't care. Like, bring it on. Make it 38 degrees instead of 37, right? I just was able to get into a positive mindset again because my body was recovered again, and that's because of the patience. And so, when you chase a PR, you're gonna get resistance, but the goal is not to chase the PR. It's to actually like look at your goal and then just let it come to you. And what I mean by let the goal come to you is not sit there and wait and do nothing, but rather look at the goal, see what's necessary, and take step number one, or the closest step that you can take at this point in time. And so for me, in order to do 1,000 push-ups right now, the closest step I can do is manage some push-ups of 70, grease in the groove, right? Today I can do 5 sets again and basically get used to it. And next week I'll get used to sets of 80. The week after that, sets of 90, so on and so forth, right? I get to the goal not by trying to rush it, but to do it step by step. And so today as well, we're doing it step by step. Some push-up sets which you might be looking at already, but also some leg work. So let's go. Okay, so hamstrings are done. No quadriceps today because, well, my knee is complaining a little bit about having done too much biking. So that will be, something to, catch back onto next week. But in the meantime, just some hamstrings. And with these hamstrings, kind of the same principle as with the push-ups I was talking about earlier. I'm not trying to rush things, especially on this one. It's not my main priority. And so what I do is I just, you know, the ultimate goal is, well, there's no specific one, but the goal of doing Nordic curls is to be able to do more Nordic curls, get better, stronger hamstrings. And so it's very easy. Today I am doing, or I did 2 sets of three and then a set of 5 or 6. I kind of forgot, but very nice. Next time, let's try and improve it. Let's try to improve it bit by bit, because if I can do more reps in the Nordic curl, well, I'm gonna get towards those stronger hamstrings. And with this one, it's kind of different because I don't have a specific goal. But let's say my goal was to do 30 Nordic curls in one set, right? Instead of chasing that goal and going for 30 reps in one set every time, I can just think to myself, hey, how do I get there? I need to be able to do the Nordic curl very lightly, very quickly, very efficiently. Let's do some weighted stuff. Let's do some more volume because I'm going to need endurance, right? And you just try to increase slowly from where you are today. You take your position today and then you take one step forward. And that's all you can do. And that's inevitably gonna be the shortest way, the quickest way towards your goal, right? Tomorrow you repeat the same thing, or your next training you repeat the same thing. You look where you are that day, you take a step forward. That's how it works. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today's training. I'll see you tomorrow for, I think, a pull day. Let's go.